Santa.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to add on the high tax rate, which is killing our business. Our businessmen and women, one, I think they should be sensitized on the tax they are paying. For example, the VAT. They don't know much about it, but they just hear about tax. Then two, high interest rate charged by the money lenders. Here I think the government should come with the policies that protects our businessmen and women, so that when they borrow, they pay with low interest, or when it's protected by the policies of the government. Three, I want to talk about over-taxation on goods. If it can be reduced, this will help our businessmen and women to get something, so that they also help themselves with the income they are getting. You have talked about widening the tax base, but I think this one will also fall on us. For example, which areas are we going to widen the tax base? Maybe they will also begin taxing our nails when we paint. I don't know, but
you know, you need to know what is taxable. And once you know what is taxable, then you can be able to see. Instead of you taxing land, triple taxing land, then you should tax, like what Honorable Yona Musinguze said, that you have the telecom companies. You're not taxing them. Now you're taxing money mobile, but you're not taxing agent banking. That is a tax bill. Unless if you want to tell me that they tax nails, that's not a taxable item. It's not a taxable item. So you need to be aware of what is taxable in tax laws. Yes?
Yes, Madam Speaker. I had not yet finished, but I was saying that maybe tapping into areas that are outside the tax right now, which you have mentioned already. So with this, I want to include that we don't need to only look at Chikubo, but we have businessmen and women outside. For example, my business people in Dokolo, they're also crying about these taxes, and also they are crying about the money lenders. Thank you.
Santa. Okot Kiwanuka Grania.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, let me thank the Minister for these endeavors of sitting down with the traders. But Madam Speaker, the plight of the traders have really been disregarded for quite a long time. There are a lot of challenges, there are a lot of problems that the traders are facing. And Madam Speaker, I think this time round, we are going to use this opportunity to solve the problem. To Madam Speaker, when the Minister was presenting, there were issues that the traders raised. One of them that I didn't see it coming up clearly was about non-standardization of value guidelines for goods. Madam Speaker, the principle of good taxation is well known to the ministry and to the Minister himself. I wonder how some importers are charged highly, then others are charged less. This in itself, it discourages some of the traders. So I want to see way forward that the ministry is coming to deal with this situation. Then three, Madam Speaker, our local businesses, what are the policies? You have said in your submission that the regulation is coming soon. How soon is soon? And then finally, Madam Speaker, we are talking about EFRIS. This EFRIS is supposed to work across the country. We have businessmen and women in the villages, in some other towns, but you are establishing an office in Chikubu. What about the businessmen and women in Lango, in Acholi, in Teso? Are they going to come up to Chikubu to get the assistance that they need? fine, or you are going to give them transport, Honorable Minister, to access these services. Then, finally, Madam Speaker,
Accord.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, from the submission of the Minister, it appears that the ministry is shooting and then aiming later. This is what I've got from the presentation. But Right Honorable Speaker, currently URA projects that there are about 4,000 or about 4 million or about their taxpayers. But there's a potential of growing this to about 12 million taxpayers. But with the inclusion of all these tax increment, they are scaring the inclusion of about 8 million taxpayers. Right Honorable Speaker, on the issue of tax holidays given to the manufacturers, we have also discovered that some of these manufacturers, if they are given tax holidays, by the time they are clocking the years for which they have been given tax holidays, they switch businesses. They move from one business to another and then regain another fresh tax holidays. So their government is losing. If we are doing that to foreign manufacturers, to foreign investors, and we are not doing to our local investors, our local traders, then automatically we expect what we are seeing the traders in Chikubu doing. You are being fair to the foreign manufacturers, to the foreign investors, and unfair to them. So I think this discussion you had with the traders, we only hope it bears fruit and an amicable solution is got so that we are fair to every Ugandan traders. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, Uganda is among the several countries comprising of the East African Federation. And among the objectives was to ensure that there is what they call Common Customs Union. I have failed to get an explanation in the Minister's statement why in Kenya the VAT is at 16. In Rwanda it is at 16. TZ it is at 16. Did you really have to first wait for these people to protest to know that at least we have to get a uniform VAT rate? Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you, Grania Maggie.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, we appreciate the ministers that sat with the traders and agreed on a few aspects that will be looked at to sort the issues of trading, Right Honourable Speaker. However, Right Honourable Speaker, there are a number of issues that were agreed upon, but they are not nationalistic. One, Right Honourable Speaker, they agreed to set up, let me call it an office that is going to help the traders in Chikubo concerning the EFRIS system. But Right Honourable Speaker, the Honourable Ministers need to know that we have traders all over Uganda. And so the people in Mubende, the people in Gulu, the people in Imbale also need to have these issues sorted. They need to be educated. Right Honourable Speaker, we have so many traders that are not able to write or read. But these are people who are investing a lot of money in our country, in the suburbs of Uganda, let me call it.
Thank you.
Right Honourable Speaker, these need to be guided on how to use this machine. It is not that they are not willing to comply, but they do not have the capability to operate these machines. Right Honourable Speaker, this will mean that they have to employ someone who is literate to help them operate the machines. And you never know, it is another expense, and some of these people that they will employ will end up cheating them. Right Honourable Speaker.
It's actually an expense plus fraud. Yes. Because if I am not educated and I tell you put 100,000, I will add another 10, not so. And to lead to